Hello everyone and welcome to my office. Now we're usually in that seat when we're filming today's video, but I decided we'd start out here because I know you guys heard the story yesterday. The dogs are up with Juju for the morning. You know you heard the desk story. Well, the desk situation has been resolved, so we're gonna go in. Now, this is my office. These are the doors. All of my doilies are kind of trying to roll on me, but like whatever. Alright, so we walk in. You guys are normally seeing this. This is my new desk, which usually comes out to about right here. So, right here where the door is usually hitting my desk. Now, my desk it was a dining room table. I'm just gonna swing my door closed. We still have a lot of things to put away and figure out where they're going. But right now we're just figuring stuff out, okay? Look at my beautiful desk. I made that. Mr. Cinnamon put the screws in, but I did that. That was me. That was Mrs. Cinnamon. I'm gonna kick my slippers off because my feet are getting a little bit sweaty. All right. What is this desk compiled of? How much did it cost me? We're going to talk about all those things. So you see these drawers down here? Those were purchased separately. Those were purchased reuse. That beautiful tabletop is butcher block. It's solid wood. It weighs over 100 pounds. It will hold over 1,000 pounds. It is phantasmical, okay? Like, I'm in love. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a seat at my desk. We got our tea ready to go because it's Tuesday tea and we're spilling the tea today. The problem I had with my desk was when I was doing tutorials. My stitch pen is here as an example. You guys are also on extra wide and I'm filming this with my phone. So lots of things are going to be different. And I didn't even turn the light on. The light is not on in here. There's my chandelier. The chandelier. Okay. My problem during tutorials and videos was I could not reach the back of my desk without standing up, which is not a problem. This is pretty much armpit to fingertips is the length of my arm. I can reach whatever is here. Hooks, hooks, hooks. That's an ink pen, but like, isn't that cute? Bleh. I love Stitch. I love Disney. My office is looking fantastic. Okay, look how much room I have. I haven't brought everything in yet, but my goal for this desk, and you know what? Put it on and we're going to make our tea. Because it's Tuesday tea. The normal setup with the big camera, you will be about right here. So this will be our view. You'll have the view of Bentley's bed, which is right here. And you have the view of like whatever is behind here because we can like shift views a little bit, okay? That will be the normal view, but right now we're just making tea and this is going to be a cell phone video and we're just going to deal with it. I'm going to talk to you about all the details of the desk, how much it cost me, why I did it the way I did it. You guys heard the story yesterday, so this is desk trauma part 2, but like I'm so happy. Today's tea I pulled out is Plum Deluxe tea. It is blood orange reflection tea. The reason I bought this, and it says Best Buy last year, but like it's tea, it's dried stuff, so it should still be good. The reason I'm using this is because Mr. Cinnamon has drank all of my... He's been drinking the heck out of my tea this week, okay? And I'm using this diffuser. This is the OXO brand. I will try to remember to link that. There's no guarantee. I'm just going to put... Yeah, this is still good. The reason we're doing this one is because Mr. Cinnamon drank... I like orange and citrus tea when I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather still. I've been fighting it all weekend, trying to just feel better because Mr. Cinnamon brought home the fungolitis, the plague. We tested, it's not COVID. I think we have the flu, which, I mean... They're both the same thing practically. They make you feel awful, tired. And Mr. Cinnamon has this wonderful, horrible idea that when you're sick, you should not lay down and rest because if you keep going, your body will fight it off more. And so he's very, very push, push, go, go. But also, I hate that about him because he'll sleep on the couch, but I can't sleep on the couch because I got things to do. I'm also putting some Splenda packets in there just because. I don't know how many I'm putting in. Oreo's popping my door open. I can't even reach the door to close it. That's how far away from the door we are. Look at, I usually swing it closed. Look, I'm nowhere near it. I'm like 2 feet from it. So that might be a problem, but I'm not mad. All right, so this tea is rich with flavor but simple. A tea for fresh starts, journeys, and new beginnings. Really, it's just so that I feel better. It's got hibiscus, rose hips, orange peels, orange essence, and you can see the orange peel. Like, these things are orange peel. Love and gratitude is also listed as an ingredient. Steep 1 teaspoon in boiling water for 3 to 5 minutes. I didn't bring a plate to put that steeper thingy on. It looks like there's cranberries or something in here. Might be the rose hips or the hibiscus. Oh, it's probably the hibiscus. You ever had hibiscus? Have you ever eaten it? So, some of the recipes... I think that's probably a rose hip. Yeah, that's a rose hip. They're hard. I don't suggest chewing them. There's also hibiscus. Candied hibiscus is delicious. They taste like gummy bears, but like it's a flower. They're crazy. I'm gonna go get a saucer. I'll be right back. All right. You guys see how much room is in my room? I'm so excited. All right. While this is steeping, I have to be careful because my desk is not cured all the way. And what I mean by that is because this was like raw wood, and you have to, in order to maintain the butcher block, you have to keep it moist or it will crack and it will fall apart and like all the things will happen. So what I did is I coated it with mineral oil several times to give it this beautiful luster and this beautiful gold. I'm so in love with the way this desk looks because it's solid wood. It's solid wood. It's made by taking all of these hunks of wood and compressing them together with glue. But like these things are made to last, and it's like an inch thick. So what we did is I'm showing you guys all the ins and outs of this desk. That's my sewing machine. That's my project bag. That is, and you see there's holes here because this was at the reuse store, but we're going to talk about this because, oh my God, I got such a good deal on this. All right, in the reuse store, in case, because I know I'm going to get asked, what's a reuse store? Habitat for Humanity has a reuse store, and they accept donations, but they also have leftovers from construction projects and stuff. This, I believe, they tried to use and were not able to use it because there's markings that they tried to put shelving, and this is covered in wainscoting. These are brand new, and I know that they're brand new because they still have the Lowe's stickers on the back of them. They have been painted, and they have wainscoting on the side. This one on the outside is like fake marble crap that we're gonna fix, but these are brand new. And if you look inside, like they are crisp, clean, brand new, like brand new. They roll really good. This one and this one was sold separately. They were $40 each. They're solid wood. Solid wood. This is wainscoting that's on top of it. It has really pretty handles. Like the hardware is nice. It's got fresh paint on it. Like I said, it still has the labels on the back. So if these had not been painted or holes drilled in them, they could have been returned to Lowe's for, I don't remember what the price was, but for the two of these brand new at Lowe's, it would have been over $300, and I paid $40 each. Okay. And this thing was $200 just for the butcher block. Now, solid wood desk, that is exactly the specs I wanted. I wanted drawers. I wanted storage. I wanted it to be way closer to the wall, so more narrow. I wanted a solid wood top. I wanted it to not to be pressed wood, like particle board. I didn't want any of that crap. I didn't want no, what is that stuff called? The where they put the laminate over. I didn't want none of that. Desks along these lines retail for over $1,200 online. Desks, okay? This is obviously, it's higher than a desk because it's a cabinet. This is kitchen cabinetry. But let's just look at my drawers, you guys. I'm going to let you peek in my drawers. Some of these storage things were on my desk anyway because these are all, everything that's plastic in these drawers is from the $1.25 tree. Okay, we have my pins, my scissors. I need to find the other part for this because this goes on my ball winder. We have hooks. This is my hook tray. We have just random, that's random. Okay, that's on my right side, so when I'm working, don't mind my foot. When I'm working, and my babies are right here, everything that I need is on my right-hand side because I'm right-handed. These, again, are from the $1.25 tree. They're little tiny milk crates. I have my headphones in there. I have my yarn it because I use that frequently. And then I have my 2 pencil cases fit in here perfectly. These are all of my hooks. These are the hooks that I use most frequently. I will switch those out a lot depending on what I'm working on. These are all of my hooks. All of my hooks are in there. And I space them apart so that they're... I'll show you. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so bear with me. This is my Freesia Vakadu one, and I have my little honeybee one back there. Okay, so I spaced the hooks apart, so... Well, except these, because I had extra. I kind of put my red ones together. So when I close this, the hooks fall in between each other, so they're not banging against each other. These are all my wand style hooks. These are my favorite hooks of all times. These are the blue ones. I was going to organize them by size, and I still might, but right now I was just putting them in. Okay, and the honeybee one is mostly Odyssey and wood hooks. Remind myself to zip that up later. I don't really have... My rug is... Oh, sorry. Sorry. This drawer's empty, but this drawer is as deep as this one. So I can get some more of these, and just stuff is going to go in there when I figure out what I want to put in there. On my left-hand side is my working hand stuff, rubber bands because I'm constantly needing them, my little emotional support pickle, scissors, mints, soap because it smells good, so I wanted the drawer to smell nice. Camera and equipment, batteries. I need to find the charger. Actually, the charger is back here, I think. Nope. So I'm missing my 3 battery charger. Tape measure, needles. This is notions. Wiggly things. This is empty, but I just put it in here. These are my notebooks. These are, my planner is in here. My notebook these are the patterns that I'm writing for Premiere Week. We have a cord in there because I wanted it off my desk. And then this is my postcard notebook and all of my Cricut laminate stuff. All right, so a lot fits in here. My sewing machine's under there, and if I wheel all the way in, I'm still not hitting anything. So, told Mr. Cinnamon, I just wanted the desk to be wide enough that my chair fully fits under it, which it does. And I will remind you, I did all of this. Mr. Cinnamon just put 4 screws in the thing. I did everything else. It's not that it was hard. He did help me. I mean, he helped me carry the stuff to the car. He helped me take it out of the car. And I brought everything in by myself because he was busy doing... He was putzing. That's what I call it. He was putzing around. He was doing busy work so that he didn't have to help me because he was irritated with my whole situation. He was. He wasn't feeling good. I wasn't feeling good. And we just... He went in the garage and putzed. And I stayed out. I stayed in my office cleaning and organizing. And he was staying out of my way, which was probably smart because Jen gets cranky when she's got too much to do. Even though it was to my own choosing. Now, what did I do to assemble this desk? I carried both of these wooden things, the bottoms in. I carried those in. I sat them where I wanted. And then I sat between them with my chair. I wheeled in and I moved them just enough on either side to make sure that I wheeled in and I fit. Okay? And my desk has really wide arms. Like, my chair, not my desk. My chair is like this. It's that wide. It's a wide chair. Okay? So I needed it that far apart. The butcher block is 6 feet by, I'm going to say 2 feet, I think. I brought in the butcher block, which what I said is over 100 pounds. I did hurt my ankle. My ankle's hurting today, but not from all of this. It was compounded because we also bought Little Man a desk for $28 at the reused store for his gaming stuff. And it's just a cheap little computer desk, but it's heavy. It was heavy. That thing was probably easily 50, 60 pounds. And him and I were taking it up the stairs by ourselves. He's 10. He weighs all of 100 pounds. And so, Mommy did most of the work. He just helped me get it up and over the steps. I put it like on its top and I tried to slide it up the stairs. We have very steep stairs that I have fallen down more than once. And so I'm trying to, and my ankle is still really weak. And I have developed a new issue with my ankle. Now, if you may recall, I broke my ankle in October. But not only did I break it, I broke a chip off, so there is loose bone fragment in my ankle. My ankle has started making a new noise when I go up and down the stairs specifically, but also like randomly. So if you've ever heard a dog chew on a Kong bone, like the Kong toys, the rubbery one, you ever heard that noise? My ankle makes that noise now. It's gross. It's not incredibly painful, but it's uncomfortable. And this is all part of my body trying to process that there's bone fragment in there. And going up the stairs with his desk really, it hurt. I hurt about the 4th step up, and I have 20 steps easily to the top floor. So it was probably a mistake to do that on top of everything else I was moving around in here. So I brought the butcher block in, and I kind of put it where I wanted it, and I was talking to Mr. Cinnamon about options and what I wanted to do and where I needed my ring light to be, where I needed my camera mount to be for tutorials, because I am working on tutorials this week for Premiere Week. And we were discussing all the things I needed to do, and I went and bought the mineral oil, and I used one of my crochet rags, and I oiled the whole thing. All sides of the butcher block got oiled. And then butcher blocks have an A and a B side. I don't know if you knew this, because I did not know this. The underside has knots and holes and like scratches and like ugly parts, which makes it easy to determine what side is up. But I was really mad when I opened it. I was like, this looks terrible. This was $200 for this chunk of wood. Now, let's talk about price, because I oiled it. I let it set. I oiled it. I let it set. It's still, there's a little bit, just a little bit that needs to be absorbed still. So that's why we're being careful with what's actually on my desktop. Tea will always have something under it now because this can stain really easy. And I'm just going to have to make sure that I have something under my tea at all times, which my giant mouse pad is actually working really well. But maintenance for the butcher block, I have to every 6 to 8 months just come back through and oil it, make sure it stays healthy and beautiful, which I don't have a problem doing. It's not much harder than just wiping down a countertop. You oil it, you wipe it with a rag, and you let it set and dry. Then you maybe come back. Once in a while, if you use this for a kitchen, you might have to sand it, but I'm not cutting on it. I'm not cooking on it. I'm not doing anything but creating crafts on it, so it should be good and should last me a good long time. Now, price. Now, if you added everything up, it was about $300 total, because we had to buy the screws, which was 4 screws. We had to buy the mineral oil, which was $4. You can get mineral oil at the pharmacy, because mineral oil is a laxative, so you could buy it as a laxative. It's the same exact product. If you went to the hardware store and paid $10 for the same size. Just saying. It's the same product. I'm going to put one more Splenda in there. Just because that's kind of a big cup. I got this cup for Mother's Day last year. I've never used it. From Little Man. Isn't that so sweet? Best mom ever. That child gave me a fit this morning. I'll tell you about that if I can remember. $300 for this solid wood desk that weighs probably 150, 200 pounds. That will probably last me a lifetime, that I built. Is worth every penny. And I'm going to tell you why. That stupid desk from Amazon was $238, I believe, that never arrived. It was smaller than this. It only had one metal drawer underneath it. It didn't have the side drawers. Yes, it was adjustable. And yes, it had a plug on the side where you could plug stuff into. But we got me an extra long USB. What is this called? My brain is like stalling out on it. Surge protector. This is for my camera equipment, my laptop, my ring light. My sewing machine will be plugged into this. And I'm going to mount this because there's screws on the back. Screw holes. I'm going to mount it to the side of the desk, like where the edge is. And it's basically as good of a deal as that other stupid desk, right? I got all this extra storage. And like I said, had I bought this as an actual desk of this with all of these features, it would have been over $1,200. Easily. Solid wood. All this drawers that are solid wood. I think $300 was a killer deal. And when I put everything in here, like, I was so proud of myself. And I almost cried. I might cry right now. Like, I was just so proud of myself. Like, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, what if I went and got cabinets and a butcher block top? And one of you actually said that you suggested it in the comments. I don't remember seeing that comment. If I did, like, it didn't register to me to do that. Because I was sitting on the couch and I leaned forward and I was like, what if? And Mr. Cinnamon goes, yeah, we could try that. And so I was like, well, I want to go to the reuse store this weekend. He's all right. And I kid you not, we walked into the reuse store. We were there a week or two ago looking for desks. And the entire big part of the warehouse was empty. Like, there was no couches, there was no chairs, there was no, like, the desks were just garbage. Like, old, rotten wood desks. And it was terrible. We walked in. Not only was it filled with brand new furniture. I mean, not brand new, but, like, new to them. Like, but there was nice couches in there. There was... These two things were just right in the front of where the kitchen stuff was. And I immediately walked over to them and I looked at this beautiful white. And I wanted white and I didn't want to have to paint it, okay? So that was a wish list thing, but not a necessity thing. And I walked over to them and I was like, $40 each. Like, I can swing that. Because I got my $238 back from Amazon for the desk that they never gave me. And I was like, I can swing that. And I immediately, I didn't even look at anything else. I was like, I want these. And Mr. Sim was like, they're $40. I was like, and? He's all, each. I said, and how much would they be brand new? And so he's all, I mean, all right. And he's all, go pay for them. I was like, all right. So you got to take the sticker off. And you take it to the thing. Well, one of them didn't have a sticker and the other one had a sticker, but they had two different barcodes. So I pulled the drawer out of one. I pulled the sticker off the other one. And I took them up to the counter. And little man's like, Mom, they got a Roku stick and it's a Generation 3. And he's telling me all the tech details because he loves that kind of stupid stuff. I mean, it's not stupid to him, but like I glaze over because I have no idea what he's talking about. I know what a Roku stick is. You plug it in the TV, it has a remote, it gives you TV to watch, right? It's only $8. And he's freaking out. I'm like, just go get it. He didn't tell me he's all the way in the back of the warehouse. So we're sitting there, we're just talking. He comes back up. Now he's telling the cashier about all the tech. And she's all, and I looked at her, I was like, he's really smart. Like, he reprograms everything for me. And she's all, can you help me with my, can you help me with my tablet? I can't get Facebook to go full page. He's all, you probably need to restart it. I was like, oh, thank you. It was such a weird, he was so, I'm like, it's $8, you can have it. I'll buy you an $8 Roku stick, because they go for like 30 at the store. And it's a 3rd generation, which means it's a couple years old, but like, he doesn't care. He loves old tech. That tea is not my favorite. It tastes like cranberry and orange, even though there's not cranberries in it, but that's probably the hibiscus. The hibiscus has a cranberry flavor to me. It's also really dark. It's actually darker than what it's showing up on my camera. My camera's lightening it up. So, I don't know. I'm just so happy that I got this desk. I'm so happy that it's put together. And it went together really easily. Like, I oiled the wood. I flipped it over. I oiled it again. This thing is heavy. Heavy. When Mr. Cinnamon came in, he talked me into having them equal on each side. So, this lip right here, which was a requirement for me for my desk, because I thought that this stupid thing was going to be on the edge. But because the drawer is here, I can't do tutorials on this edge because I would have to straddle this. Not a good look. So he made sure that these were equal on both sides. They are like 2 1/4 inches or something like that on either side. And then, actually, I'm going to turn. I got mad at him because my rolly cart, I wanted to go along there, which is why I had this one in a little bit more. I couldn't get the rolly cart in there. So I was mad at him. I was yelling at him from another room. I was like, I knew I shouldn't have listened to you. So I had to actually come over here. No, I had to move this cabinet over, which was not wanting to budge because there's a cord in the floor for cable that used to be in this room, because my sister used to live in this room with her daughters. There used to be a TV on this wall, and there's a cord in the floor behind this on this wall that had it's just sticking out slightly, and it stops that shelf from going over all the way. Well, I really shoved it, so that cord is probably in the floor now, but I shoved it over this much because that's all I needed for that rolly cart to fit under that side. So I'm happy because like it all worked out. Everything worked out, and it only cost me $300 for what should be a $1,200 to $1,500 desk in any other store. And I did this. All he did was he screwed the screws in. There's 4 screws. Actually, it's 8 screws altogether. So there's 4 screws on each thing that hold the top to the bottom, because I don't have the strength to push. My hands do not work that way. So I'm surprised I was able to lift this countertop the way I did and get it situated. The desk rolls out fairly easily, just because it's on a wood floor. It may be scratching the wood floor underneath, but I don't care because I don't plan on staying in this house very long. A couple more years in here and I'm ready to go. I just had enough of the neighbors. Anyway, so we'll go on to Lucas's story this morning, because that was this child, man. They're having a canned food drive at his school, and he wanted to donate cans. And I said, okay, well, you gotta wait till I get paid, and you gotta wait till I go grocery shopping and I'll get you some cans. Well, I got him 2 cases of cans, so I got him 24 cans. And it just occurred to me that there was oil on the wall from when I wiped my desk down, so I have to clean that later. So I put the cans, 24 cans, and I was like, you can take 10 or 12 today and 12 tomorrow. He's all, no, I want to take them all today. And he's arguing with me about it. I was like, all right. you think you can carry 24 cans and your backpack into the school, we'll figure this out. And so he's happy, right? I put the cans with the box underneath them in a Disney bag. The reason I put them in a Disney bag is because the Disney plastic bags are like Aldi bags. They're super, super thick. And I didn't have any Aldi bags. And so they're super thick, durable bags. And I was like, be careful. One of these Disney bags has a slight rip in it. It might tear on you. So he put half the cans in his backpack and half the cans in the Disney bag. And when I pulled into the horseshoe driveway for him to get out, like you pull in, the kid gets out, you leave. They are very particular about this. He's arguing with me. He doesn't want to take the cans all of a sudden. He's embarrassed. The Disney bags are embarrassing. I'm like, you're embarrassed that you went to Disney World and you have Disney bags. And he's just like full on about to cry, having a fit. And he's telling me, I'm not taking them. I'm not doing it. He's trying to throw the cans back at me while I'm driving in the circle driveway, right? And I know I don't understand what's going on in his head at that moment because Juju used to do the same thing when she was a little kid. I was the same way when I was little. Like when you get embarrassed, you get embarrassed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense. You're just embarrassed. You don't want to do it. It's embarrassing. For whatever reason, them stupid Disney bags are embarrassing. He needs to get out of the car. It's time for me to go. Like, traffic is like... He's going to be real embarrassed when they start honking at me or a teacher comes up to help him get out of the car because he's 10 years old. He shouldn't have that problem. He's, at this point, just mad at me that No, I'm not doing... Yes, this was your idea. You're taking these cans. I didn't buy these cans for nothing. He's determined. So I'm like, fine. I put the car back in drive and I start to drive and he's going to hop out of the car while I'm driving. Like he has a door open. I'm driving because I was going to pull around and go into the parking lot so I can make him get out of the car where there's not a whole bunch of people standing around. I'm driving and he's half out the car. I grabbed him, get back in this car. Now all the teachers are looking at me. I can't even imagine what they're thinking. Because they have no idea. They have no idea. He's good at school. He doesn't argue with them at school that I'm aware of. So I pull around, go into the parking lot. He's still, I'm not doing it. I'm not taking these cans. I'm not. And he's still shoving the bag at me. Told him, if you don't get out of the car, I'm going to get out and yell at you in front of everybody. You're getting out of my car and you're going to school. I'm not going to school today. He has never, in his 10 years, ever said, I'm not going to school today to me. Not once. So we're going to mark that on our calendar. Oh, yes, you are. I ain't taking you back home. We'll stay here all day in the parking lot. You're getting out of my car. You're taking them stupid cans and giving me your teacher. Because he started off, he's all excited. We're going to get a pizza party if we have the most cans. That's why I bought 24. And I had an option, like you could take some today, some tomorrow. And once we got to school, that wasn't even an option. He's not taking any of the cans. He's not having it. And so the problem was he was embarrassed that possibly the bag might rip because there's a hole this big in them really thick plastic bags. So I took it, I tied a big giant knot in the bag that was covering the rip. And I said, there, get out. There was another set of parents or somebody who was in the parking lot looking at me laughing and like, oh my God, like that. I don't even have enough sense to be embarrassed about it because, like, unless you're in my shoes, you have no idea how dealing with that kid works. Mama ain't playing, get out of my car. So he went in, I came home. Mr. Cinnamon's on the phone the whole time, not saying a single word because... what can he do? He's at work. He's on the phone with me, you know, listening to the whole thing transpire. But I know he's going to be happy. I know that once he got in there and handed his teacher some stupid cans, he was happy. Now, what cans did I buy? I'm going to tell you, this is what I suggest doing for someone who... a lot of times people pull stuff out of their cabinet for donations, for stuff like that, for can drives and whatever. Being as though I was poor at one time and I knew that food was not... there were times we didn't have food for me to eat. There was times like there just was not enough. And so I tried to think about what is the most commonly eaten vegetable? Because I'm not sending in peas and none of that gross stuff. Because we don't eat peas here in America very often, okay? We put peas in stuff. Frozen peas are far superior to canned peas. Canned peas are disgusting, okay? I don't care. They're disgusting. And I know that peas are common in the UK way more than they are here, but we know. There's parts of the country that eat peas, but like, I didn't grow up on peas. I hate peas. I like peas in stuff. Like peas in salad, like fresh crunchy peas are so good in salad. I don't eat mushy peas. Like if they're cooked too much, it's not gonna happen. I'll eat some split pea soup. It's delicious. Love split pea soup. I will not eat just like canned peas are gross. So I'm very mindful of what do most people eat? So I grabbed green beans. I grabbed 12 cans of green beans. And I grabbed 12 cans of chili beans. And the reason I grabbed chili beans is because spices, flavorings for food can get expensive when you only have $20 to your name. And I figured it's a protein source because protein is expensive. Like meat is expensive. And if this is helping out the less fortunate, like they got a protein and they got a vegetable, like they got a full meal. They'll probably be gassy afterwards with all them beans, but like I was trying to think of what could be used best, and then I was like, okay, so a lot of the I don't want to say poor people, but the people that need the help in this area, a lot of them are Hispanic. There's a lot of Hispanics that are homeless living in hotels. I mean, there's other people too, but like there's a huge amount of underprivileged Hispanic people in the area. And so it's like if I get them some chili beans, there's a lot you can do with chili beans and Mexican recipes. You can take the chili beans, turn them into refried beans. You have flavored refried beans. You can put them in a soup, a stew. I mean, you can just eat them on a tortilla. Like there's a lot you do with chili beans. You put them on a hot dog and you got like even more protein. Mr. Cinnamon likes just regular chili beans on his hot dog, which I think is not good. But like, I mean, if you're hungry, you're hungry. So that's why I don't just grab stuff out of my pantry that nobody has eaten. I don't grab stuff that has been expired for a while. I would like to have purchased boxed goods as well, like rice or potatoes or something, but I didn't have a lot of extra money to do that. So I went with beans because it's a protein. I went with green beans because I figure that's the most commonly eaten vegetable in a can. Either that or corn. I could have did a mixture of corn and green beans. That would have been good too, but cost me all of $20 to do that. So yeah, I don't like this tea. It's not as good as the honey bush tea I have. The Mr. Cinnamon drink, all of it. It's orange honey bush. It's so good. I find myself that I prefer African teas. So honey bush, I think, is African, and rooibos is African for sure. And this is just, it's just all right. I'm not enjoying it. It's not making me feel better. But yeah, super excited about my desk. I also have some Happy Mail. I'm debating whether I want to show you guys that in this video too. It's in the living room. It means I gotta go get it. I received some funny Happy Mail, and it just, you know what? I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. All right. So, one of these did not have a card with it, and I know that you emailed me and told me that something was coming from you, and you didn't put your name with it. And I can't find the email. And I don't remember if you emailed me to my email or if you contacted me in a comment or if you emailed me on Instagram. And I can't find the email. So I can't remember who sent me the email. But let me pull myself together and see. There's 3 things here. And my post office box is due for payment. $111. $111 for 6 months of a P.O. box. 2 of these don't have a card with them. So you're going to have to tell me in the comments who these are from. Alright, and who's from what. Alright, so I got a postcard from Walt Disney World from Kathy from South Yorkshire. She goes to Port Orleans Riverside Resort. It seems like every year because she just misses me several times. And she sends postcards. She sent me one. And I believe she's the one who sent Little Man a postcard. He got a postcard too, but he didn't show it to me because they went and got my mail for me because I was busy working on the desk and stuff. And he said he got one and it was from Disney World. And so I think that one was also from Kathy. So thank you so much, Kathy. All right, now this one says Return Warehouse, Inglewood, California. There's not a note in here, although it looks like there's another sticker underneath here. Doesn't look like it says anything. It just says product on it. All right, so this tickled me so much. I just am so excited for this. It's going to go right in my desk. It says Cinnamon Scissors. It's got this beautiful Celtic design on it. It is a wood box. Oh, come on. It opens up to show a pair of scissors. It's got a magnet top, so it just closes right back real easily. It's beautiful. I love this. And if I flip it upside down, like nobody's going to know there's actually scissors in here. And it's got the cute little, the hair and stickers. The bird. Wow. 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 Totally, totally love that. So whoever sent that to me, thank you, because I'm kind of in love with this. And it's going to go in my right-hand drawer. Love that. It's fantastic. This one is from Purple Tulip Crochet, Bonnie. She's in Massachusetts. I had to think for a second. What is MA? Massachusetts. Alright. She sent me this really pretty card. Purple Tulip Crochet is her name. She has facebook.com/Purple Tulip 3. Bonnie. Afghans, clothings, and more. She said she thinks I should give the Days crochet hooks another look. She said, while I like the flat bottom ends, they also have wand style. Because I told her they didn't look interesting to me. They look short on the shorter end, like the old fire hooks. So I don't think I will like them. But I don't know. It may be something worth trying in the future. She said, I've been enjoying your videos the past 6+ months. I was one of the people thinking that I should try. A lot of people were thinking I should try O-Fire. She was one of them. She managed to buy 2 of the same color and same size and thought she'd send them to me since they're both 5.5. It may be an oops hook. I can't tell which is which. She also sent me her Omi wand style hook. She prefers the other style. So she sent me an O-Fire hook in the cute little tubey thing. In this beautiful orange color. And it's a 5.5. There's a rubber thing in there that came up with the hook. And then she sent me this wonderful little box that I can't stand the feel of. It's so cardboardy. And she sent me the wand style pink glitter Omi hooks in 6mm. I have this hook already, but I don't remember what size it is. I want to say it's a 5mm. So, but I mean, the pink glitter hooks are beautiful. And then there's a handful of stitch markers in here. This one says forever. Ooh, stop wiggling. This one's a little butterfly with a pearl, which pearl is Juju's birthstone. This one is a cute little resin yarn ball. And then this one's a little pink glittery ball. So, thank you so much. I'm not going to put the lid back on that because those are going to be stored away. And then this one made me laugh. This one for sure put a smile on my face. Alright, this says Cool Summer, Suffolk, Virginia. It's in an Amazon box, so I don't know. I don't know. So, this made me laugh. You guys were watching a video last week, and I was steadily fanning myself with a hand fan because I was having like a hot flash from hell that lasted way over an hour, okay? This happens from time to time. A lot of you suggested that I was in menopause. I've been in menopause for a while. In case you don't know, didn't hear the story, when I got pregnant with little man, I actually had, I had tumors all over my ovaries, and one of my ovaries, my right ovary, as a matter of fact, twisted. The fallopian tube twisted. Blood circulation was cut off. The worst pain in my life. Worse than a C-section. Like, it was bad. I thought I was dying. It was atrocious pain. My ovary ended up dying. They had to remove the entire tube and the ovary, and the other side was also covered in ovary, so they removed most of the ovary and just left like a sliver of ovary, and they said, expect to go home and be in menopause. And I was like, okay, like, I was prepared. I had went through at that point 8.5 years of infertility and miscarriages, and I was devastated. So I came home, and 6 weeks later, when I was cleared to be healthy and do things, I was pregnant. First try. And that is how little man came about. So he is absolutely a miracle, but he's also kind of a menopause baby because it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. I have had menopausal symptoms since he's been born. Like, soon after he's been born, like, pretty much. It's been 10 years of menopausal symptoms. So, the hot flashes come and go. It's not like, it hasn't been constant for the past 10 years, but it's been off and on. Like, I'll have a phase where a couple months I'm miserable, and then a couple months I'm fine, and a couple months I'm miserable, and it's just all part of the, it's all par for the course of what my body is like. In case you don't know what this is, because it looks like headphones, this is a neck fan, which is fantastic for when I go to Florida on vacation, but also this is more importantly for if I'm having a hellified hot flash like I was the other day. The part of my body that gets the hottest is like my trunk and my head, okay? Like, my feet and my hands are always cold. So this just turns on right here and blows cold air here, which you have major arteries here, which is why this fan works. You have major arteries here, and if you can keep those areas cooler, it will help cool down your blood in your body, which will help your body to cool off a little bit, which you have pulse points in your body that if you ice them, you will cool off faster. There's, I think there's some here, there's some on your neck, the back of your knees, and I don't remember where else. Because, like, that's not of interest to me. I don't. But this is low, medium, high, and it's kicking some air. Like, I hate to pull my hair down because it's going to look terrible, but, like, I'm trying to show you how much air is going. It's not even going to blow my hair. Like, it's got some air happening. And not only is the air coming out here, the air is coming out all these vents around here. So it's cooling off the back of my neck. And I laughed because it's hilarious. And it looks like I just got like some headphones around my neck. Like I'm gonna get ready to go back to work and like rocking out. I wanted to order one of these a while ago, but I wasn't sure because I'm fat if it would fit my neck. I don't have like a huge neck, but like I wasn't sure, and it fits really good around my neck. It's comfortable, it's lightweight, and there's all kinds of air coming through. I think this is the input and this is the output. I'm still feeling a breeze right here from the wind coming in, so it's almost circulating it like this. Yeah. If you're of the age to have hot flashes, highly recommend this. I have no idea how much it cost. I will try to find Civ Power. I will try to find the link for this and put it in the box below for you guys. I'll find it because it's clearly on Amazon. It came in an Amazon box. So whoever sent that to me, I love you so much. Like so much. Matter of fact, this is going to go in my drawer with my headphones and my crochet hooks. And it fits perfectly. And then we're going to put my new crochet hook in my little thing right there. These stitch markers can go on this side with the other stitch markers. And then I don't have to touch this box anymore. The old fire hook can go on this side until I put it away. My postcard can go in my bottom drawer with my postcard book. I cannot tell you how much this desk has made me feel better. Like so much. So much better. I'm just feeling it. Like I am so feeling it. I still have a lot of stuff that needs to come back in here, and so the surface is going to have stuff on it. There's definitely going to be stuff on the surface that I use constantly, that I use on an everyday basis. I have books and notebooks and stuff that I keep on hand on the top of my desk, but they very well may go in that bottom drawer on my right hand side so that they're not on the top of the desk. But I also have like this this gold thing with a pull-out drawer that has pins and stuff in it. I think that's going to stay on the desktop because I have room. I also took my Cricut out of the room, so all of my Cricut vinyl and stuff is in that drawer, but I took the Cricut out because I'm not sure I'm keeping it. I don't use it. I don't enjoy using it. It stresses me out more than it makes me happy. I don't like the final product of a lot of the stuff that comes from the Cricut. I've had more stuff peel off and I'm buying expensive vinyl, so it's not that I'm doing it correctly. It's just, I don't know. It's not my favorite thing. I'd rather be doing anything else than working on a Cricut. And so I may get rid of the Cricut and then I'll have another free drawer. I was also thinking like one of those bottom drawers could absolutely be like my works in progress for this week, or like right now, like the rolly cart right here. No, not that one. This rolly cart over here has projects for premiere week in it. And instead of having them out, I could put those in a drawer. But also in the bottom of this cart right here is all of my stickers. Those could go in one of the drawers. Like there's so many options of things. I'm still trying to work everything out, and it will change. It will change a lot. And the funny part is I thought it was going to be a lot more work than what it was, because I really was expecting, I think because I did that deep clean a couple weeks ago, and I've been trying to keep everything maintained. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the floor over here that I need to figure out what I'm doing with, because all my Christmas yarn is out, and I need to buy probably a plastic bin for just the Christmas yarn, because I keep the Christmas yarn separate. I don't know why. I always have, because I don't want to go searching for Christmas yarn. And then I have a basket of yarn that needs to be dealt with. A couple of things that just need to be put away or find a place to put it. It's not a whole lot of work. As a matter of fact, I'm not worried about any of that today because I'm recording videos today. But it wasn't a whole lot of work doing this desk. Like the pieces just, I had to do some prep, which is not a big deal. The oiling the desk, didn't mind that at all. I kind of enjoyed it. I love the way it feels. I mean, it's still a little bit greasy. My hands are shiny. But it's just going to take some time to absorb in, and I may have to come and wipe it down a couple of times. But I'm really happy with the whole thing, and I think I got a killer deal on how well it works, and it's exactly what I wanted. It's exactly what I wanted. Now it is higher than my other desk, as you can see. Like it's boob height. I'm probably gonna have to get a taller chair for in here eventually, and only if I find making tutorials difficult, because I have no problem with this for filming height or working height. Like this is a good height for my laptop. Like, I'm happy. It's a good height for drinking. Good deal. Bentley likes it. He keeps coming in here and just like trying to be under the desk, which I may have to move his bed under there because that's just, he's got to be near me. I hate to say, but don't try out this tea we tried today. It's not my favorite. I'm not going to give it like a big thumbs up. It's just okay. If you like the taste of orange cranberry, you will love this. It's just okay to me. I've had better. I don't know. It's not multi-dimensional enough. It's kind of like, you know, it tastes cranberry to me. But if that's your cup of tea, then I mean, go for it. It's, when I say Plum Deluxe, is this Plum Deluxe? I'll link it regardless if I can find that one, because I'm finding with Plum Deluxe they're constantly changing what tea is available, and I don't know if it's a seasonal thing or what. But I had a tea that I had just purchased, and I went to go link it, and it was already not available anymore, and I was like, where is it? Like, I literally just bought it. But I will try to link that if I can find it if you're interested. If not, I will link plumdeluxe.com in case you want to go check out what they have. I like most of Plum Deluxe teas. I have not tried one that I've hated. This one I don't hate. It's okay. I wouldn't buy it again, and I probably won't drink any more of it. But this is the second cup I've had out of this batch. It also expired last year, so that may be something to do with it. It was supposed to be drinking by last year, but it's dehydrated. Like, dehydrated stuff lasts way longer than they suggest. And it's still really flavorful. It's just the flavor palette is not my favorite. If you're in the market for a new desk, think outside of the box. Think outside of Walmart, because I searched and searched on Walmart, Target, Big Lot. I searched Home Depot. I searched Lowe's. I searched, what is that other stupid store? The hardware store. Juju, what's the name of that hardware store down there by Staples? It doesn't matter. I can't remember the name of it. Huh? Harbor Freight? Yeah, Harbor Freight. I tried Harbor Freight. Tried Amazon. That obviously was an epic failure. So I did my research looking for desks. I searched school desks because there's a website online that sells school desks that are solid wood. Like kind of what I wanted. Like exactly like this, but a school desk price. Well over $2,000 on the school desk website. And I'm thinking, like, it's school desks. I don't understand charging that much for a school desk. It was just insane. I mean, I did so much, and that's why I was so frustrated with yesterday's video, like, because I finally found something that was within my price range that kind of matched with and it's not what I wanted, but it was like a good compromise to what I wanted. I liked that there was a plug in it. It was adjustable, so it went up and down, but it was a work table. It was a workbench from Home Depot. Well, not Home Depot had one that didn't have the pull-out drawer, which is why I went with the Amazon one. Is the same exact desk, except Home Depot did not have a drawer. Home Depot and Amazon were the same price. If I wanted the drawer on the Home Depot one, it was $328. For the same desk I tried to order through Amazon for $238. For a drawer. A metal drawer that was this thick. So this cost what I would have paid for that stupid work table that I wouldn't have been entirely happy with at Home Depot. So this was a much, much better alternative. Don't sleep on thrift stores. Don't sleep on reused stores from Habitat for Humanity, because like I said, they still have the tag on them. I had to take the Lowe's tag off the back. They still have the Lowe's sticker on there, like they're brand new, brand new. The only thing is, they tried to put a shelf between the two of them because there's screw holes and a little marking. And the bottom drawer on this side looks like they spilled an adhesive in there. Like, there's a little mark from what feels like super glue, but it could have been any kind. I don't know what it was, but like it feels like when you spill super glue, that's what it feels like. And that outer side doesn't have wainscoting on it. It has like marble something. It's paper marble. It looks marbly, but it's like contact paper, which it's not good. It's up against the cabinet. I don't care. I'm not looking at it. But I mean, I can replace it with wainscoting. I'm perfectly happy with that. So, there's the saga. Tea and a desk. I hope you enjoyed this video and spending some time with me. We also got our happy mail in there that made me so happy. Thank you for anyone who sends me happy mail. Like, you guys never have to send me anything. I mean, it definitely makes that $111 bill a lot easier to swallow when I'm getting cool mail in my P.O. box. Because the only reason I keep it open is so you guys can still send me stuff. Not because I like receiving it. I mean, I love receiving it, don't get me wrong. Not that I expect it. But, like, I know that a lot of you really like sending me stuff. And you like gifting me with stuff. Because a lot of you feel a connection with me. And I am so happy just for that connection. Like, the gifts are just cherry on top of the cake, you know. I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad every one of you are here and you're listening to my weird, crazy life stories. And we're talking about things other than yarn even. I'm just glad you're here. Every single one of you watching this video, I'm glad you're here. And I'm thankful that you tune in when there's so many other people on this internet that are far more entertaining than me. You come to tune into Cinnamon's insanity. And I appreciate that. And so until the next time, I will see you. Bye, guys.